AI will be, as you mentioned, it will be a huge part of this change. I think in the next 5 to 10 years, there will be more payments driven by AI agents than by people. I don't think the world is going to go in a more positive direction from here to the next 10 to 20 years. I think the world will become darker. Our role as Tether, a journalist asked me what is, how I would define Tether in few words. And the answer is that Tether is not just the stablecoin company, is the stable company. So Tether is a company that aims to bring stability to people first and community first. So how we can do that in a world that is changing is important. Is almost like a 4D chess game. You have to predict how technology will move, how governments will move, how central banks will react, and all that in a global, always changing ecosystem. And so AI will be, as you mentioned, it will be a huge part of this change. I think in the next 5 to 10 years, there will be more payments driven by AI agents than by people.
I'd be lying if I didn't say we want to dominate. I think that entering the U.S. market, we feel as if, again, we're uniquely positioned to be the stalwart in the space. And that's what attracted me to Tether. I wanted to go somewhere I could build, have fun, and obviously work with the most intelligent and brightest people. And I feel like I found a home here at Tether to do that. We'll be moving quickly. And I know Paolo's indicated, we're obviously considering the U.S. product. We'll see in time what that looks like. We'll be ready to reveal that in due time. But, my mission is to be the number one player in this space as well, to match what they're doing and with the rest of the globe. And I think that we're going to get that done. I think we're going to move quickly to get it done. And I think that it's really exciting, not only for our country, but for the rest of the space. And, I'll go back to your question you asked, Paolo, about some of the other players. I think that many of these players are positioned in a way that they're almost cannibalizing themselves. And I think that our mission here is, one, to educate other people and to bring more people into the ecosystem, because that's better for everyone and we can grow all together as we do that. And so, you'll see some of the initiatives that we push are keenly focused on doing just that. And just, rising tides raise all ships. I do believe that. I just want to be the leader of those ships. And I think that we're going to accomplish that in short order.
ETH is obviously the second biggest crypto. Solana is basically top 5. And a lot of people think that Solana is the up-and-comer that's going to sort of dethrone Ethereum. It's a very controversial debate. I probably made friends and enemies by even suggesting that just now. But Solana is basically faster and more designed for high processing speed. And so, frankly, when I saw the big debate come out about stablecoins being all built on ETH, I was like, this is a huge oversight. I think Solana is actually the story for the future as far as stablecoins go.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is It's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, well, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're going to get more right now with Bloomberg's Shonali Basak. Shonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the NWO book and the Crypto Teacher book. The NWO book shows you how the world really works, and especially in the times that we're in right now, it's definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep. And in 2025, the NWO is going to turn on that alarm clock. It's up to you whether you wake up or not, whether you're going to hit that snooze button. Remember, my people perish from the lack of knowledge because they reject it. And guys, we're going to see stablecoin regulation, which is the foundation of this new digital economy, and it sets up down the road 2028, 2029 for that free money. And I told you that we would get a first quarter pullback, and that's what happened. And then also I told you that tariffs would get stepped up, and that's what happened. Layoffs would pick up. That's what happened. So the Crypto Teacher gives you a warning like Noah and Gilgamesh, whichever one you want to call it. But we will get some type of reset this year. Most likely stable coins are the catalyst. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. But we have trillions of dollars sitting on the sideline in money market accounts. And then plus, we know the Fed is going to cut rates. Not a lot this year, but they're definitely going to cut rates. So I see us getting a correction and then moving back up. And then we have the two powerhouses, China and the U.S., will step up these tariffs on each other. And of course, guys, that's going to hit certain parts of the market. But then we also have the hacks. We have the Birdman. We have the drums are beaten. And more movies to come, as we can see. And inflation is going to stay sticky, and layoffs are going to step up while they move in all this automation. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel. through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And we have Bitcoin and crypto flat. Don't forget again, guys, we have futures contracts that end Friday. And then also we have stocks flat. And we have NVIDIA reporting tomorrow, so we know it's going to move the stock market. I definitely see them hitting numbers, but not in a big way. Remember, NVIDIA starting next year will start to flatten out. And then also, guys, remember, it's time to build. And then also, the chip space is going to start getting cheaper and cheaper. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, make sure you're paying attention to the actual indicators. Right now, we have yield rate short and down, long and up. And then also, we have the dollar down. We have volume and crypto down. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Tether CEO says Tether powers 80% of sub 1,000 stablecoin wallets. And why is that? Because of the emerging markets. Remember, the emerging markets are going to lead the way. They're already using the technology. We're already about 10 years behind. And that is by design. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed repo at $47 billion yesterday. Make sure you're pulling it on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Fed wants to keep rates high for longer to destroy this legacy market so Trump can build this fourth industrial revolution, where the robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. Now we have Morgan Stanley has revised its outlook, predicting a 25 basis Fed rate cut in both September and December of this year. And don't forget, right now, as we speak, the bond market has already baked in about 50 basis points. So by the Fed cutting its Fed's funds rate, it's not going to help the bond market at the end of the day. We'll get a pop just off the news and the media pushing the narrative, but yield rates are going to continue on creeping up because no one wants this long-term paper. The short end will go down just because the stablecoin issuers are going to be buying that short end. But that long end is going to continue to rise. And Scott Bessent has temporary ammo to get that long end down, but it's not going to last forever. But again, guys, this is a plan that moves in phases. They want to destroy this legacy market so the digital economy can rise. Now we have Citi says interest-bearing stable coins may spark massive bank withdrawals. And he's right if the interest is a whole lot higher. But if you're not paying any, which that's how they have the Genius bill set up, it's going to spark massive bank withdrawals because the big money is going to chase the interest. That's what happened with the money market funds. So these stable coins should definitely get interest because they're nothing but digital dollars. If you're not paying yield on these stable coins, no one is going to want to sit in these stable coins. They just want to use them for payments and keep it moving. And again, that's going to cause flight. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale. Bitcoin, Ethereum spot ETFs down as I'm doing this video. And we have Bitwise has filed an S1 with the SEC to launch a chain link ETF. And I'm surprised we don't have a lot of chain link treasuries the same way we have with Bitcoin and Ethereum, because chain link brings this whole fourth industrial revolution together. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. And then lastly, we have the SEC Crypto Task Force met with Kraken to discuss tokenization of traditional assets which includes a proposal for tokenized trading systems and regulatory framework to operate it. And these crypto exchanges already have the blueprint. When you look at ICE and look at NASDAQ, I did a video when I first started on NASDAQ talking about working on tokenized assets. And that NASDAQ video, I think, was in 2017 or 2018. So they've already been working with the technology. We know the technology is ready to go. Larry Fink said it was a shame that stocks and bonds weren't already tokenized because we have the technology. But like Larry Fink knows, this is a plan. It moves in phases. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books. Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.